Talk is growing louder and louder these days that Alexander Radulov may indeed make a return to the Nashville Predators. And there's a question among some folks in the fan base as to whether or not that's really a good idea. The Predators appear to be playing well, and they have a seemingly unified locker room. So does bringing back Radulov represent a threat to what's looking like a pretty competitive team heading into the Western Conference playoffs? Well, let me tell you, there's absolutely no reason why the Nashville Predators should not welcome Alexander Radulov back into their lineup. The general manager on down through the coaching staff and the leading players have all said that they would welcome him back with open arms. And there's a good precedent for this too. You know, the scene behind me here, this is the night the Detroit Red Wings won the 1997 Stanley Cup. I was lucky enough to be in the building that night. And Sergei Fedorov was the leading scorer on that team, leading playoff scorer. A few weeks later, however, the free agency period opened, and as a restricted free agent, Fedorov refused to sign any of the offers that Detroit presented to him. This dispute got uglier and uglier as time went on. He stayed back home while some of his teammates headed over to Russia for a historic trip to parade the Stanley Cup in Moscow. There were statements made that he would never play for the Red Wings again, and his holdout actually dragged into the next season. It was in February of 1998 before he signed an offer sheet from the Carolina Hurricanes for a huge sum of money. Now the Red Wings, they decided to go ahead and match the offer and retain Fedorov's services and bring him back to the team. Fans in Detroit were outraged. They couldn't believe they were bringing back this guy who, after winning a Stanley Cup with so many of his countrymen and having worked so hard, was going to hold out from the team just for a bigger role and for more money. But you know what? The Red Wings welcomed him back, and they ended up repeating as Stanley Cup champs that summer. And even in 2002, they had another championship with Fedorov in tow. So I see no reason why grown adults in the Nashville Predators organization can't get past any tensions or awkwardness with bringing back Radulov. The bottom line is Alexander Radulov would give this team additional scoring punch on the wing, help them round out three dangerous scoring lines, and ultimately improve their chances of doing well in the playoffs, perhaps even winning the Stanley Cup. Faced with that kind of possibility, there's simply no good reason why they shouldn't welcome him back. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I'd like to get your thoughts on this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. This is Dirk Hogue of On the Forecheck.